I don't care what anybody says. La La Land is fucking brilliant.
Hans vlogs once or twice a week.
It was all coming back to me as I watched the Oscars the other night. I remember how delighted I was when I first saw La La Land way back in December. How wowed I was by the elaborate musical numbers staged in real Los Angeles locations. How seduced I was by the charm of the leads and that haunting musical theme. How touched I was by the realism of the struggles we all face as creative people trying to make a living in show business in Los Angeles. And how much I enjoyed the heightened reality of the colorful design and the campy joy of the characters bursting into song and dance. And how much I appreciated the inventiveness of a plot that deviates so surprisingly from the standard romantic comedy template. And I was not alone. It was an instant sensation. Right away it had what people called Oscar buzz. And that's when the trouble started. People liked it so much it kicked off a phenomenon I've been noticing a lot in the last several years. Indignant, condescending backlash. Even people who liked La La Land would backpedal. Oh, it was great, but it wasn't, the greatest thing ever. And people seemed to take great pride in saying how it just didn't work for them, or they were bored by it, or the leads didn't sing as well as whatever Broadway stars might have done it in their place. It's almost as if anything that is generally accepted as being wonderful must actually be crap if you're discerning enough to know better. It's the attitude most often attributed to the so-called hipsters, but I keep seeing it everywhere. On Facebook, people go out of their way to post meh opinions and take La La Land down a peg. The demands of social media have made us become people who are constantly self-promoting, packaging ourselves in our opinions to show off our cleverness right along with our party pics to show how much fun we are. Furthermore, it makes us mad when something we don't like or don't get becomes really popular. We never mind when something we love remains kind of obscure. It makes it feel all the more special and personal if nobody else knows about it. For example, it's widely accepted that The Wire was a great TV show, but still most people have never seen it. And because it was never a solid mainstream sensation, no one feels obligated to pump himself up on Facebook by saying, I'm just going to say it, The Wire is overrated. No, it's only incredible achievements that are also huge popular successes that somehow people take offense at. Titanic, Avatar, The Force Awakens, and now La La Land. I'm not trying to put down people for having opinions. We all have opinions, and all opinions are correct. An opinion can't be wrong because it is just that, an opinion. So we're all entitled to our own opinions about everything, and no one can take that away from you. Even the Oscars are just opinions democratically expressed through the voting of the members of the Motion Picture Academy of America. Me, I loved La La Land, but I didn't think it would win the Oscar. I was pretty sure Moonlight would. And yes, if I'd made the Oscar predicting video I thought about making last week, you could go back and see if I was right. Hey, I did predict Moonlight would win towards the end of my live stream on Sunday. You can check that out if you want, but never mind. I didn't think La La Land could win because it was too light and cheerful, too unserious, whereas Moonlight, a much smaller and more personal story, most of which is a total bummer, was redolent with gravitas. Oscar voters were fine giving La La Land the Best Director Oscar for its complex and accomplished dance numbers and intricate visual storytelling, but they couldn't quite give it the top honor of Best Picture and still maintain their hipster cred, or at least what passes for hipster cred for the elderly Academy voters who do most of the voting. Even the title, La La Land, is usually an insult people call Los Angeles for its image of being a shallow paradise that, like a bowl of granola, is full of fruits, nuts, and flakes. That's just an old joke. My point is, perceived seriousness is always valued over joy, especially at the Oscars. Why do you think Deadpool wasn't nominated for anything? Oh, come on, that picture was a home run. But still, La La Land won 5 Oscars. So in spite of what your smuggest friends might think, there is still a lot to recommend it. To me, La La Land evokes the same kind of feelings as the Oscar telecast itself. It's all about dreaming. The whole world watches and dreams their own dreams of stardom. There was a beautiful moment when Mahershala Ali accepted the first award of the night for Best Supporting Actor in Moonlight. There was a shot from behind him, with him tiny in the foreground, staring up at the crowd of movie stars, the lights, and the billion people watching beyond. A person no one had heard of a year ago being given an incredibly high honor by his peers for a performance he's been working toward his whole life, 2 days after welcoming the birth of his first child even. Oh, How can you not see yourself there, achieving the glory of Oscar Gold, having ultimate success doing the thing you love in spite of the incredible, unsurmountable odds? Sure, it's all hype and horseshit, but the feelings aren't. And that's the magic. That's the magic of Hollywood and the magic of the Oscars, and in my opinion, the magic of La La Land, which even goes a level deeper, exploring love and loss and the costs of showbiz success. Look, if you don't like it, I am not going to argue with you. I'm sure I hate a lot of things that you think are great too. But just think about this. Maybe the real clever people aren't the ones who can so easily find flaws with everything that other people like, but the ones who can find the greatest pleasure in the things they do enjoy. Is it really more fun to focus on the parts of a thing that you don't like than enjoy all the parts of it that you do? Seriously, 10 Best Picture nominees for No Room for Deadpool? That is just bullshit. Oh, they love the heavy films. You remember Spotlight? No, neither do I. But thank you for watching, my friends. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And I'll see you at the movies. Oh, what a cliche.